guys hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, did you hear the national anthem?
No, I can't.
Shh. Okay, let's restart that. Let's start. I think I might have accidentally muted it. 3, 2, 1. Rookie. Oh God. You know, we're just gonna have to skip that rookie mistake from the kitten. Like I said, this is Kitten Penner. I'm coming to you live from my mom's basement, as always. This is round 8 of season 7 of TCR. We are live from the Hockenheim Ring. I am not joined by XP this week. I'm actually joined by Dre Diggy and Lopez. What's going on, guys?
Hey, how's it going? Thanks for having me.
Hey guys.
Well, things have been better without the technical difficulties. I think I actually muted my mic with my arm. But we're also joined by Fatal. He's down in the paddock. Fatal, you've been talking to the engineers. You've been talking to Jeff. What does the weather report look like? We had a little bit of rain last night.
We're having a dry session today. A little bit of clouds. No expected rain.
I don't mind that. I don't think these drivers will either. As we stand right now, Silent is number 1, but he went on the Ultra Soft. Be Good is also on the Ultra Softs, but that is pretty much a guaranteed 2-stop race. Tire wear is really off the charts on the left side of the car around here. Dre, what are you expecting from the drivers today?
Yeah, I only caught a little bit of the race last night. I didn't participate in that race, but you know, Hockenheim is very, very relaxed on the ERS in terms of being able to save energy here. But then, like you said, it does really chew up the tires. It's really, really easy to overrun the track here, and so we should expect a lot of drivers to get penalties, especially in turn 1. But like you said, the tires you set on the fastest lap with is the one you're going to go with. So Silent, Be Good, and I believe Mitch as well had set their fastest lap on their on the Ultra tires, so they won't be able to get the option, especially in the top 10. So they won't be able to get the option of starting on the mediums, or they may have the option to start on the softs, but it's going to probably be an uphill battle for them in terms of maintaining pace. But 2 stops will most likely be for them.
Yeah, as you mentioned that, it looks like Mitch is going on his outlap right now, and I think Swarner is also. I think he might have just started his flyer on the softs. If I can find him, yeah, there he is. We are missing Sean today, so he's flying solo for Ferrari. I think yeah, Sean was in the lead in the championship, but unfortunately not here today. So we've got some ground to make up for the likes of Breezy and GoTo. They could really catch up in the standings.
Those Silent just put a 2-second gap, a little over almost 2-second gap between him and Be Good. So if he has a good strong few laps, then he can definitely set some pace in the gap. You know, turn 1 is very tricky. It's very easy for cars to overrun and collect each other. So I wouldn't be surprised. We heard at least last night that there were some incidents in turn 1. So he might get lucky and see some of his competitors lose out on turn 1. But so far, really nice pace with about 15 seconds to go for Silent, the McLaren, and we'll see how things shake out here in the last few seconds.
Yeah, and it looks like Breezy just put in a pretty good time there with what do you put in? 1:10.9. Oh, and Swarner looks like he's going to end this session prematurely. He is up against that inside wall. Did an old Giovinazzi coming out of that last turn. But yeah, Silent. Silent put in a 1:10.9 on the Ultras. That's over a second quicker than Breezy. So good stuff from Silent.
Good stuff from Silent it is, as Mitch has a lot of fans roaming the comments at the moment. Tuesday is a favorite to win this race.
I'm not gonna put him as the favorite, but he definitely is in an interesting spot back there in
Well, it's
14.
a different field. It's a different types of experienced drivers, and
Yeah,
um,
it does
you know,
take a little while to get your
so-
feet wet.
Trust me, I know from experience, jumping from different leagues and different things like that to trying to acclimate yourself. I've only been with the league just for a few years, and I've definitely noticed the level of competition has increased exponentially. So when we were watching the Golden Class the last month or so, where Mitch is coming from the rear and absolutely dominating, we'll see what happens if he can get a different taste of drivers in the Platinum Class.
Hey, I just want to mention that Mitch is going to be starting in the back due to Damaso interfering with his qualifying lap.
Ooh, we're listening to the Fatal's got his ear plugged into the team radios right now, and looks like Mitch is not happy. Bad Damaso.
Maybe Mitch could pull a miracle. He's
Maybe. A McLaren miracle.
So we have Silent, Breezy, followed by Be Good, Special, Mr. Cycle Sane, XZ, Go To Guy, C Freeze, W, and Italian for your top 10, followed by Useless Cat, Xandamar, Damaso, Mitch, and rounding out the top 15 is Swanner. So interesting field. Only a few drivers will be starting on the Ultra Softs, and that's Silent and Be Good.
Well said. We got any predictions, fellas?
I'm going Joe Breezy for the win. I don't think Silent's going to be able to do it with the two-stop. He's starting on the Ultras.
Yeah, I would tend to agree with you, Fatal. That he has pretty good pace on the softs.
Yeah, Breezy to be able to put such a good lap, I should be putting him as well on top.
I'm gonna go with Go To.
Really?
Think
They are
Go-To.
really evenly matched. I did a practice race with them a couple of days ago, and they were pretty much deadlocked the entire race. But the guy who did win the race, and I should mention this, Dre, his ZX actually ran away with it. He says he doesn't like his setup. I don't know if that's all smoke and mirrors, little gamesmanship, but I don't know. I'm expecting this might be his first podium here today.
Yeah, I saw at the end Coleman technically came across the line second, but then due to penalties fell back quite significantly. So I imagine that's going to be in play as well. But I think Go To starting in 7th will surprise a lot of people. But we shall see. Things never play out as we expect.
That is true. As you said, Silent with his first career platinum pole, but that's going to be very difficult to maintain on. No, whoa, excuse me. That's going to be difficult to maintain on the old Ultra Softs. I would say it's probably going to be Ultra Medium, depending on how long he can make those mediums work.
His best strategy. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, but since he's the only one that's on the Ultras, if he could just go hard for maybe 5-6 laps, I'm not sure how long those tires last, and then go straight to the hardest compound, you might be able to salvage something. But I think if he does the 2 stops, I think it would hurt him quite significantly. So I think if we maximize those tires on the Ultras and try to push them a little bit beyond their capabilities, and then go to the mediums, I think he probably get something decent here.
If he could maybe get it to lap 8 or 9, I could see him possibly being able to make those mediums last long enough. But like you said, if he's driving at pace, obviously he's done his research. So who am I to judge with the old Mika Hakkinen lid? It looks beautiful, but
right.
It is a ballsy call for him. Lopez, the comments are jumping off right now. What's going on down there?
A lot of people are just commenting about Mitch, him DNFing or him winning the race. It's just Mitch has the advantage over the fans in this race.
I think
That's what we
Mi-
did in Golden class.
yeah, right. Yeah, I think Mitch has the best fans in the world, actually. I got
He
more
might be the
Instagram
Lewis
followers than
Hamilton.
yeah.
Sorry
Everybody
to
knows
talk
Germany
a
has
little
the best fans in the world. All right, and we're setting up on the grid. We're ready to go. We got 1 light, 2 light, 3 light, 4 light, 5 light, and we're off from Hockenheim Ring. Looks like Silent is getting a pretty good start, as you might expect, on those ultra softs, leading Breezy. That is going to be the gap to keep an eye on early on here. So we got Be Good. His cousin iRoll is not making it. The Quebecois are not in the building. Starboy's not here either. So it looks like Be Good's repping that Quebecois flag.
We got 3 wide, almost 3 wide here
Oh
on the
boy,
backstretch
yeah.
with 2 different groups. We got 3
Ooh.
wide with uses cut W and looks like, oh, we got a spin,
we have an incident.
half spin,
Oh,
Italian, W involved.
Oh boy. That has
Got
some
collect each other
championship.
3 wide.
W was in line last night when he said these camera angles aren't great. I'm trying
ZX
to
and go to guy
We
also
have
get
another
off.
incident with Go-To and ZX on the wall as well.
Oh, where at?
Oh no.
Oh no.
Right after the hairpin.
I'm trying to see if he has any wing damage. Looks like Go-To might have a puncture. He's really fighting the wheel right now. Oh man.
I think
Well, there
Italian really burnt his tires right there.
Yeah. There goes 2 pretty big players early on. Luckily, they're going to be able to continue. As W's
So
struggling too.
For pretty solid drivers, W, ZX, and Go-To guys been knocked down due to minor incidents, and so we'll see how they respond.
Looks like Talon got the worst of it. He's coming in this now.
Yeah, I could see in the background. He really could not control that car. Those things must have been on fire. That's going to be
I've
tough.
talked to the stores. Sorry. I've
No,
talked to the stores and they're saying that Talon's gonna have a stop and go penalty as well.
Oh. So
Mitch diving on Damasio here. Doesn't get cleared. Now Swarner is on the heels of Mitch. Making a possible move here on the inside on the McLaren. Makes a solid look.
little wheel
bump.
banging. Little wheel banging.
Little wheel banging, but he clears them. Mitch
Yeah,
trying to make some moves, but working on those medium tires right now.
Yeah, we've got pretty close action throughout the field right now. I'm looking at this midfield battle. There's a pretty strong battle for P4. Spec Ops in P4 doing a good job, but he's followed closely by Psycho, Useless, Freeze, Xandermar. And then there's a bit of a gap down to Damaso down there in P9. But yeah, fast and furious start. I mean, we got 4 really good drivers taken out real early on. That is unfortunate stuff.
Yeah, I can only imagine once these tires start, the freshness start to worn up a little bit, we'll see a lot of drivers start raking up some penalties, running wide in a lot of these corners here.
Yeah, and let's head up to the front. We got Silent and Breezy. Breezy is closing that gap. Were we all unanimous in picking Breezy? Oh no, Dre, you picked Go-To. Ooh. Your fantasy team is not going to be doing too hot
Hopefully
this week.
I didn't jinx them there, but that's okay.
A preemptive commentator's curse. But Breezy...
This mid-pack is extremely tight here.
Yeah,
I don't know
it
if you guys
is.
are watching it.
It is. I mean, it is all going down between these guys. It looks like, who's that? Someone back there just ran a little wide. Is Xanamar? Yeah, it's Xanamar.
So far, Silent's been able to maintain the lead. The Breezy is right on his heels, just not letting him get away.
Yeah,
But they have built a gap
between.
between Be Good and the rest of this pack here. So we'll see how long it lasts.
Breezy might have a chance on the straight.
It's like Useless. Yeah, he's gonna have DRS. It's gonna be interesting to watch as all these guys pan out down here.
Well, a lot of these drivers will have DRS, and so we'll see who gets the best streamline out of this.
Yeah.
Here's the best straight line speed. Useless cut on the
Yeah,
inside.
It's gonna be easy enough, I think.
Breezy makes the move.
Oh, he
my
might lose
God,
out.
look at these guys.
Sea Freeze is going for it as well.
Oof. Zandy Freeze and Psycho all just absolutely nose to tail side by side with Useless through that hairpin. But gotta say, this is a pretty excellent racecraft from Breezy so far. Let's check the ERS. Oh, he's completely full with the ERS. That must be a real tough blow for Silent, whose tires are probably going to start going off here in the next lap or two.
Yeah, like I said, he's still got about a 2-second gap between him and third place. So if he can just maintain as much as possible, try to stay within that draft in DRS, I think he can push us another 3-4 laps, just trying to maximize his tires. And then, like I said, maybe he goes straight to the mediums and just try to bunker down. But I don't know. I've never seen this strategy. But, you know, it might work out for him in the best. You never know what can happen.
Yeah, I tried to make it work. I mean, Silent's obviously a lot quicker than me. So, I mean, maybe he can make it work. He's a lot easier on the tires as well than I am. But I tried it out in the practice race on
See, Freeze. It's on the outside of Mr. Psycho saying.
Ooh, can he get the power down?
Oh, maintain.
We're going to be going side by side. Who's gonna break?
I think Freeze is going to get the best of Mr. Psycho saying here.
Yeah. And look a little bit further down. These three are still Tommaso, Swarner, and Mitch. They're kind of bringing up the rear. No offense, but they are a little bit behind the big mid pack. And I don't want to overlook Be Good Fever either, because I can't think of. I mean, he's having a great race so far. He's not even in the top 10 in the points at the moment. Really carrying the flag well for the Stinch with Iroh not present. And it looks like Silent's finally going to go in the pits. Yeah.
Into the pits. Let's see what tires. He's going to put the softs on.
Okay, so he might be going ultra soft to soft.
Potentially.
That would be interesting if he can make that work. But yeah, that gives Breezy a pretty decent lead right now. What would you guys say the window is, tire window, Lopez and Fatal around here on the softs? Probably about 12, 14 laps?
12 to 14, yeah. 15.
Yeah.
Saved them a little bit during qualifying.
That's good enough. Let's check on Useless. Looks like he's catching up to Spec Ops a bit.
I'm wondering who's going to get first dibs for the pits for his win.
Yeah, I think honestly, I think like on the softs with this kind of train building up, and it's not even really a train; they're just all following each other. It might be ideal to do the undercut, because I think the mediums are pretty reliable around here once you get them heated up. That does take a while though.
Yeah, they're very durable.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I'm actually right along with Xandamar, who's on the mediums, following this pack, and everyone else, it's on the softs, so you can be able to maintain. So he can go at least another 5 laps extra if he wanted to, compared to these drivers, and go straight to the mediums. Straight to the softs. So as long as they're able to maintain and possibly get ahead of a few of these drivers. Freeze. It's on the inside.
Freeze and Useless just made a little contact, but Useless was able to hang on there. That in itself has gotten Spec Ops about a second worth of time made up. Boy, that hairpin is it is just begging to be to give you a good overtaking opportunity, especially with the that's coming out of the 3rd straight DRS zone too. So it's guys can just slipstream forever behind each other.
Yeah, I just want to say Useless is having a really good race right now, making like 7 positions, starting in 4th right now.
7 positions, wow, good stuff from him. Yeah, he's outside the top 10 of the points as well. That's impressive stuff. I mean, Be Good, Spec Ops, and Useless all aren't really used to being in these in this position.
We have an incident.
Xander and Psycho. Oh,
Psycho spins again.
Is Xandamar 2, you said?
Yes, Xandamar was caught out in that. He's going very slow at the moment.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on. I think he might just
Might
be
have- I
letting
think it's-
everybody by.
I've talked to the
he's,
stewards.
he's waiting. He's waiting.
Oh, he's waiting for Psycho. Okay. Well, let's
I think they might have had contact in turn 2, and I think they're both really set their tires on fire, so I think they might be struggling here for a moment here.
yeah, I mean, with all this action, I think Damaso's actually in a really interesting position. He's in P6 at the moment with all these crashes in front of him, and he started on the mediums. He and Mitch were the only two that were actually doing that. So well done to them. When mediums are probably the best way to avoid all the early drama on this first stint.
So Psycho into the pits. No, decides not to.
Yeah, Xander winning.
Guys, I just want to comment. Second to fourth place are about a second away, but special ops is on the back of Big Fever at the moment.
Oh, good point.
Yes.
And there he's going around the outside. Little touch. In real life, that would probably be a puncture and some floor issues for Be Good, but looks like, ooh, let's see how deep he's willing to go on Be Good. He's gonna touch
Got
again.
penalty From Be Good.
Who did?
Be Good. 3-time or 3-second.
Okay.
I think he cut that corner there in that little sector there.
Same way I did
Correct.
it last night.
Yeah, it's easy to do.
It's a battle for the podium right now.
This is exciting stuff, and I'm glad that we've got the helicopter shot for it. Typically the camera angles switch to bad spots at the same time, but right now you can see just how evenly placed these guys all are coming out of the stadium section. Looks like Swarner is starting to catch up on Damaso back there. Mitch is in DRS zone behind them as well. So, you know, at the end of the day, oh, Be Good's coming back.
He has that slipstream, and he's want to get second place
Got a
back.
drag race again. It's like Paul Walker, Fast and
Damaso
Furious.
Swanner, that was a good battle as well.
It's like Swarner's coming out on top, but Damaso held him up for a long time on those mediums. Those softs are probably going to be barking a little bit for Swarner at the moment. Whew, Gochu guy's back up into P9, so he's actually replaced Silent. I mean, Silent's all the way down in 10th still. I'm not sure where he's going to cycle back out once these leaders start pitting in a couple laps. Fatal, do you have a list of the penalties thus far? Is there anything too extreme like it was yesterday?
We have Be Good with a 3 seconds. Swarner has a 3 second, and everyone else is.
Not bad. That's actually really impressive. I mean, I think through like 2 laps yesterday, Jeff was telling me not to worry about Coleman because he had like 2 corner cutting penalties already. But we've got oh yeah, Jones from the production truck does mention that Joe Breezy, if he wins, and that's a big if, I don't want to jinx him, but if Breezy wins here, he will retake the championship lead over Sean, because Sean is 23 points ahead of him at the moment. Unfortunately for Gochu, looks like his chances aren't going to be as good. He's tied with Breezy for P2.
He has made it back to the top 10.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like, I mean, he did this a couple weeks ago whenever he had an incident in Silverstone. He fought his way back, and he still got some valuable points. And he's definitely putting himself in position to do that again. But he does have to make one more stop. It'd be interesting. Probably the mediums, I would assume.
We have special ops trying to making a move on his teammate. And gets it done. Or is that useless? I'm sorry.
That's useless on Spec Ops. Yeah, they're twins. There's some team orders going on right now between Useless, who's been flying so far, on his teammate. That is how many positions is he up right now, Phil? Is that?
He's up 9 positions.
Jeez.
Yeah, he's looking for the driver today.
He certainly is, and he's actually closing on Breezy. It looks like, even though Breezy does have a 7-second lead.
Swarner's also up 9 places.
Oh, well, good for him.
Yeah, I'm watching this midfield pack with Mitch, Damaso, and Swarner. They've been really swapping position lately, so I would keep an eye on them from time to time. We're trying to catch each other down, and certainly in each other's DRS here.
Yeah, and go-to guys not too far off of all that too. Unfortunately, yeah, it looks like Silence down in P10. I don't know if those softs just aren't working for him or what. But that is a bummer for him. Let's see.
Damaso on the inside of Swarner, also looking is Mitch. He's going to try to do the undercut. Oh, Damaso and Swarner hit each other, allowed Mitch to come through for P7. It's too wide. Here in the middle kink.
Oh, baby.
And I think Swarner is not giving up. He's going to go on the inside on Damaso, locks it up. Doesn't touch, maintains. He's going up, sailing outside.
Oh, my God.
Running wide, over the bumps. Still side by side with Damaso. Damaso lets him go.
Smartly backs out, but
yeah, he's like, I'm not going side by side there.
Yeah, those are a handful of corners. You don't see that too often.
He did a great job defending that position. Mitch tried to capitalize on it, but just lucked out.
Good stuff, and no contact even once. Looks like lap 13 is going to be the lap that C-Freeze and B could go down and get their mediums on.
Hey, Fatal, could you give us a pit report? I think we got a few cars in the pits right now.
Yeah, we have C-Freeze, Be Good, O2, and Psycho. They all just made local stops. Be Good trying to make a move on C-Freeze now. Up, and he spins C-Freeze.
Oh. Oh, no.
Uh-oh. Is that coming out of the pits?
Right there on turn 2 and 3. He caught the back of him.
Those are those very cold medium tires, so I can definitely imagine Jarvis being a little ambitious in that first corner, but hopefully that won't cause C-Freeze too much, and we'll have to see on the replay once things are settled how that pan out.
I'm not sure how Damaso got back past Mitch as we were focusing on those pits, but whatever happened, Mitch has now jumped Swarner, and he is up into the top 5. These guys all started, I think, 14th, 15th, and 16th, which is last. And
Useless and Swarner making steps. And also ZX.
So Breezy's gonna come out. Where is that at?
4th place.
Yeah, 4th place for Breezy. Yeah, not too bad for him. Spec Ops is gonna try the overcut here. I tried that last night. Didn't quite work out the way that I wanted it to. But I mean, when everyone zigs, you gotta zag. You know what I'm saying?
It looks like the top 3, Special, Damaso, and Mitch still have not pitted yet. They're going to try to overcut and try to get a max amount they can out of those tires. Looks like the softs is the better end of that than the beginning compared to doing the reverse option, but we'll see what happens.
Lopez, do you have a report? Are you getting some?
Yes, I was talking to the stewards, and I have word that Big Good Fever and C-Freeze had contact, but it was part of a racing incident, so Big Good Fever was let go with a warning.
Ah, be good. Pulling the good old-fashioned eye roll for his buddy, for his typical partner in crime. Crash and C-Freeze. Just a warning. Yeah, this time. I don't think Be Good typically does too much. That's wrong. Back. Useless. Seems like... Yeah, Useless... Yeah, Useless is gonna get that advantage. Like I said, that does throw Silent back up into P4. I think he can probably go 3 more laps, 4 more laps, and he'll be able to make it on another set of softs. So I think that might be what he's thinking. You know, he might be able to jump a lot of guys as he gets a little bit further, as everyone else kind of gets further onto the mediums. Might be a good strategy, actually.
From pit entry, your stop to pit exit, it's about 20 seconds to get through, 15 to 20 seconds. So if the top 2 drivers, if they pit now on the next 2 laps, they probably should come out P9, P10. So they might be able to still maintain within the points if they try to go through pits in the next lap or so. But they're only losing time by staying out.
Well, the top 2, I mean, you're not going to be able to make those softs last.
Right.
For 2, I mean, really anything over 15's pushing it. Lopez, you have more information on Damaso.
Damaso seems to be struggling as Mitch is going for the overtake on the inside.
Damaso maintain, and right now it's a battle between those 2 drivers who have not pitted yet, and they're both on exact same strategy. So I wouldn't be surprised they come in right with each other, and one following the other the next lap. So we'll see how the strategy goes, and by them battling, they are losing time. But like Kitten said, you know, they got to go a little bit longer if they want to switch to those softs. And it looks like Mitch is coming
gonna be
in
the
now.
First one. That's going to be a long. It's going to be a lot of time on those softs. So yeah, just coming in on lap 17, turning to 18. I don't know how to feel about that. That's gonna be 16 laps on those tires. And usually the cliff's about 14 maybe.
Yeah, they get to about 60%. 15. How hard to push.
Yeah. Looks like Damaso's smartly not going to put up much of a fight on his teammate. Breezy's got a championship to retake the lead in. And looks like Breezy's... I mean, this is just going to be a Sunday drive for Breezy. Knock on wood.
Yeah.
We have Sander in the back of Psycho Sign. This battle has been going on for laps at the moment.
Let's see if they're going to do it again. Round 2. No, it's a little bit cleaner this time. Talon's really struggling back there. He's just trying to make those softs last as long as possible. He's 6 seconds off these guys in the back. Tough stuff from Talon, who's currently P4 in the championship. Good news is his teammates also had a bit of a problem, and Seafreeze isn't going to gain a whole lot of room. Or gain a lot of points on Talon. So let's check out Go-To Guy on Be Good here. He's in DRS zone. He's clawing and fighting his way back. If he could get Be Good, that would be very, very impressive. After the start Be Good had. And P2 for most of that first stint.
I'm looking here on Damaso and Mitch to see if Mitch is going to come out in front of him. Damaso wants his pit, but it looks like Damaso is gaining on Mitch.
At the moment. Oh, wow. Man, maybe Damaso's really kept those mediums in good shape. I think, if he goes to 2021 on those, I mean, he should have a pretty pronounced advantage on the softs.
Oh wow. After I say that, Mitch makes up the second. We'll see. We'll see. Closer.
Lopez,
And because Go-To and Be Good are battling, Mitch is able to catch up
yeah,
on those fresher softs. And he's now within DRS range.
yeah, they all are. And Biga's going to be a sitting duck here. There's Mitch up into P8. So that's P7 now on that with that pass on Biga.
Going for P6.
Yeah, go to and up in P6. Impressive stuff from Mitch. I think I am interested to see like how long those softs are going to last him. That's
true.
That is a long way to take those softs, at least competitively. This is actually kind of interesting because as we have mentioned earlier, Mitch, we've done the old swapperoo. We won 5 straight races in Golden Class. Obviously, that was a little too extreme for the competitive balance of the league. So we've moved him up, and Dre was the proud soldier who decided to slum it up with us. So thanks, Dre.
No worries, it's all good. Initially, I wasn't actually supposed to be in the McLaren. I was asked at the last minute, and so technically I was reserved, and so
Rad had to drop out.
Seafree asked, I was like, that's totally fine.
Right. Yeah, it's you'll probably be beating us up. In Golden and
guys.
Yeah, we've been watching this for a hot minute. This is really the best battle on track right now. We still got Useless and Spec Ops. I don't think they're gonna start wrecking into each other. How does Team Mitch feel about that, Lopez?
Well, Team Mitch wants to see more of Mitch. They're talking about his advantage at the moment. They believe that he has lower fuel in the car, so he's able to extract faster laps with the softer tires. And they're pushing him on. They're saying for him to send and to attack.
It's like Silence gonna, well, Mitch's teammate is gonna pit from P2. He's gonna put on another set of softs. He should be. I'm not sure where he's gonna come out at with everybody so tightly grouped, but he's gonna be on the freshest set of softs on the grid at the moment.
Mitch has a very good shot of being second in this race.
He definitely could.
He's within 1 second of Useless. He's going to try to take on those Williams.
Yeah, this group is really catching up. I mean, he's going to be able to pick everybody off with these mediums. But as I keep mentioning, I mean, the softs are going to fall off.
Oh yeah, yes, that's true. So, we got about what 12 more laps in this race.
And really, where the mediums are like right now, where they're at, they're not going to really move much, at least in terms of time. We'll get a little more. Ooh, hey, I actually like Mitch's helmet. He changed it up to match the car, match the halo. Good job to Mitch on the helmet. Not sure if Spec Ops is going to be playing rear gunner here. The old Botas. Not bad for a number 2 driver. Trying to get a 2-3 for Williams. Nobody's been able to say that in about 15 years. So.
It's been a long time since I used to race in Platinum back in Season 5. The Williams boys have not been such a strong player that I know of.
Yeah.
That's true. I had one season with Williams. Did not go very well, but I definitely know the angst of driving with the Williams, and it's good to see him on the podium this time around.
Yeah, this financial influx from possibly where to go to?
Big dive on Mitch. They a little banging there.
I think Mitch was probably looking ahead. Go to
surprised me there.
Pop one, yeah. You don't really want to be locking up that front left a whole lot around here, though. The all of the stress, all the load on the tires, all the fast corners around this circuit are right-handers, which obviously puts a...
And I'm starting to see Mitch just starting to lock up his tires a little bit more. He's
Yeah.
losing ground on the Williams. Now he has to defend his position against GoTo.
Right. Yeah, go-to guy might be the Williams' best friend here today. Man, what a comeback drive from go-to.
From P2 to P6 is actually getting extremely tight here. We should see some good battles right here.
Yeah, looks like Swarner with the tire advantage. Slightly fresher mediums, not by much, just by a lap on Seafreeze. Let's see if he can get it done. Tommaso, like you said, not too far behind either. I think this go-to and Mitch stuff is really. I mean, it could be the last step of the podium the way that go-to's pace is, and the way that Mitch's pace is.
This could be anybody's race for second place.
Right, I would agree with that.
Spec Ops just absolutely doing his best Bottas impression. Let's see how this plays out coming down the back straightaway. Both these guys, all three of them are going to be in a DRS zone, and B Good's creeping up as well. Got a legitimate train forming here.
We have
Here comes Mitch. He's going to make a move here. No, he's backing off. He's backing off.
Spec Ops might actually be. Oh, this is not what you want to see. You do not want to see these Williams boys battling right now. This is not the time, fellas.
Oh no, Mitch is on the inside.
Yeah, this is not
too
the
wide.
time.
He so far is inheriting P2, though Useless is going to defend pretty hard. He's going to make a little bump, push him out the way.
Looks like Useless.
Special's coming back in on the outside. Mitch is trying to maintain.
Go-to's gonna.
Big. Go-to is right there behind him. So far, Mitch is maintained and has got one pickup from the Williams. I think the Williams should have just at least maintained until Mitch's tires fell off to go back battling.
Yeah.
But when they battled, they let the opportunity for Mitch to get through.
I think Spec with the amount that he's picking up of the arrow might have just kind of thought that Pika would kind of let him by, so they wouldn't be like getting passed by Mitch. But that's exactly what happened. Much to the chagrin of Spec Ops, I'm sure.
Here we have Seafreeze moving on straight.
Just blows right past him.
I wonder if Swarner had a little bit of wheel spin coming out of there, because it did not look too. It's pretty comprehensive.
Go-to on the outside of Special Ops. Not quite.
Ooh, Go-to almost lost it. Coming through there. Got some dirt on that right-hand corner. Yeah, Be Good is definitely back up into this fight now with all those shenanigans going on. He's back up into P6. There's about a 3-second gap down to Seafreeze, who is duking it out with Swarner for P7. Alright,
See, was a 3-second penalty?
not a surprise. I mean, really, with turn one, it's just so easy. I don't know who I should put the camera on between these four right now. Looks like Mitch is gonna blow by Useless, and Go-To is gonna get Spec Ops if he can get the power down. There he goes. I think he's got it. Yeah, he's got it. Wow, Mitch up into P2. Impressive debut. Now let's see if he can hang on to these tires.
Mitch, the opportunist, showing his charging demand on waiting to make the perfect time pass, or waiting for others to make a mistake. As the comments are leading up with Mitch getting P2, everybody just having
we're-
a party on the comments at the moment.
We're about at we're like 100 comments. Oh, there we go. We're past the 100 mark on the comments. Thanks to ask them if they want to come up with a hashtag. If you guys want to be known as something.
I've seen Team Michelin and I'm blessed, so I believe
Hashtag
they
blessed.
might be fighting for one blessed. Oh, I've just found one, the GOAT. Hashtag the GOAT. So.
Okay.
We'll see.
That's
You guys in the
disrespectful to
comments?
John Owe.
Hashtag my man Mitch. That's to be a good one.
Or main man Mitch.
Yeah, there you go.
Triple M's.
But I mean,
I think Gotu's the only one who can actually take the battle to Mitch at the moment. He's gotten
Yeah,
around the
these-
Williams, so
yeah.
so he'd probably be the only
Williams-
one to take the battle to him.
The Williams just have kind of fallen apart here, unfortunately. As we, you know, just like real life, I guess. But yeah, I think the battle for P2 is going to be probably the hottest one on track for the rest of this race, because Breezy, should mention him every once in a while. He is absolutely just run away with this. Close to 18 seconds now is the gap on P2. And it looks like...
Hey, Fatal, we got a few laps to go. Do you think a time penalty will play a role in any of the outcome for at least P2 on down? Because I think it's pretty clear that Breeze is going to walk away with this, but is time penalties going to be a factor for any of the top drivers? Uh-oh, looks like
computing.
Goatee almost got in the back of Mitch there.
Yeah. Gotta get that supercomputer fired up that is in Fatal's brain.
Something's going on with Tendemar. He's now on last with brand new Ultrasofts.
He wasn't. I think he had to pit again. I think he's just going for fastest lap now. Unfortunately, that's not going to count as a point until next year. And you're going to have to finish in the top 10. Zandy did have a really good few races. It looks like that run-in with Psycho Sim really killed any chances that he's had today.
Well, anyone really that had any conflict.
Yeah, you can see ZX. I mean, GoTo was honestly, he's the one that's gotten away the best. I mean, he's on podium right now, which is incredible.
Still within DRS of Mitch, and I think he can.
Yep.
If he doesn't lock up his tires, he can get a good pull here. They both lock up just a little bit, but
yeah, we are back to where we started.
I'm sorry, guys. Did you hear me when I was talking the time penalties?
Oh no,
I think we missed that.
Yeah, I accidentally muted my mic.
Hey, I know that feeling.
Yeah, your mic is a little bit low at the moment, bro.
Just to go off of what you said earlier, Spec Ops has 2 3-second go penalties, and everyone else is still in warnings at the moment.
Wow.
So Spec can lose up to
3 positions.
several spots. Yeah, at least.
And that would be a pretty good. I mean, that would be a pretty good day for Be Good if he can get a top 5.
Oh yeah.
That'd be good for him. And Freeze up into P6 after having that run in with Be Good, and even Swarner.
This is probably the best move for Goatee right now. Sorry, making a move on the inside on Mitch. He's been maintaining. I think he might be able to lock it up here.
Double lock. Yeah, that was easy enough on Mitch, but like I said, it is going to come down to Mitch, how he's maintained those softs as he's kind of cut through the field in his second stint.
And Eustace is not that far behind, so we'll see what happens. We got 3 laps to go.
Yeah, if the deg on these tires is anywhere where I kind of anticipate him to be, I think Useless might have a pretty good shot at taking that last podium spot. No offense to hashtag Mitch Gang.
Hashtag Michelins. It's hashtag Michelins. That is the
Michelin's.
Michelin's?
Michelins.
Yeah, I believe Mitch's tires fell off a little bit.
Yeah. Let's see.
All that battle.
Not sure where he's at. Yeah. I mean, he was going up against Go-To Guy for a long time before they caught up to the Williamses, and then obviously they battled it out for what, close to 10 laps altogether. So yeah, I mean, geez, just on a normal lonely drive, those softs are tough to keep warm, or keep in temp, and keep from just absolutely falling off the cliffs on the left side. Ooh. Looks like I think Silent just got past Swarner for P8. I'm not sure if something happened to Swarner because he was just pretty close behind Seafreeze, but might have ran wide somewhere.
Eustace is pulling about 2/10 a lap on Mitch.
Yeah.
So if he kind of dumps everything this lap, he might get it at a shot here within the next lap or two.
Ooh. Pretty cool going. Just riding on board with Eustace, and he put one-handed around turn one. Pretty impressive. Forearm strength. Ooh, what happened to Tommaso?
Tommaso.
Oh, I'm riding on board with Talon Guy as we pass to the last corner. The matches on the left side. Looks like he's had a spin. Try to correct it and ride into the wall.
Ooh.
Those are the worst ones.
Oh, okay, yeah, there we go. As we ride along with Breezy. Yeah, looks like he probably had a little bit of oversteer coming through that corner and just tried to correct it. And boop, grip came back. I love this helicopter shot. I wish I could just get this all the time. Come on, Codemasters.
I see here down with the Williams, Beck Ops possibly wanted to get past Useless to avoid losing positions with his time penalties.
Yeah, that's possible, but I mean, but he was gaining on him.
Useless is dumping everything right now with ERS and DRS. So he has a pretty good amount of battery left, so he's dumping everything at the moment. Still pretty tight battle for second place right now. Useless wants that podium. Let's see if he can steal away from Mitch. Oh, special. I think he's losing it right now.
Be good making a move. Useless, they wheel bang.
Oh, baby.
He freezes, looking for a chance to take advantage.
And Breezy gets across the line, gets the win here, and by winning, he also assumes the championship lead at the moment.
Sure does, and with
coming around
P2,
the last corner, it looks like it's going to be Go-To Guy with P2, followed by Mitch and Useless Cat. That was a great battle
look
there.
Look at Mitch. He is, you can tell he's excited. That is an impressive debut.
As Seafreeze passes Speed Fever on the last corner. Wow, what a move.
Oh, bad stuff. Poor B. Poor B.
Oh,
good. Oh no,
XZ retired. I think he might have lost it at the end.
What happened? On the last lap.
Let's see here. I don't see him anywhere.
Oh, he lost it in the third sector as well. Looks like Talon is having a bit of trouble in the last two corners as well, drifting along the corner.
Yeah, 10 laps on those ultras. That's a lot of fun. Wow. Well, I think celebration is due for a commanding victory from Breezy, and fantastic comeback drive from Go-To, and after that, an incredible debut from Mitch. The man never fails to impress, and he has a fan club all around the world to follow him around. He is TCR's Valentino Rossi, essentially. It's time for some champagne.
I love the comparison.
Just imagine.
All right, all the Michelins are having a party in the comments. Everybody looks like they're having the day that they wanted and reaching the podium.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, if Dre, you want to run down the order once again?
Sure, we got Breezing P1, followed by Go-To Guy Mitch, Useless Cat C-Freeze with a solid P5, followed by Be Good, Silent, who started on the pole, and then we got Special, Swarner, W, Mr. Seko saying Zedamar, Talion, XE, and following last place, excuse me, is Damasio.
Yeah, two tough crashes at the very end of the race from both ZX and Damaso, who were both in the points. Tough stuff from those guys. Hate to see it, but like I said, that is just very impressive stuff from the top three for completely different reasons. But yeah, any final thoughts, guys, as we wrap up here from Hockenheim?
I would have to say that my original pick was still Go-To, even though he got caught up in some incidents early on the push in the back. He still maintained and came back through the field. It would have been nice to see if he still had maintained his position early on.
Yeah, I would have loved.
He would have been up there with Breezy a little bit more. But
yeah,
you know, things happens on the track, and you can never predict what happens.
All you can do is make the most out of when life gives you lemons.
Yes.
Lopez?
Driver.
I just want to say that with all those mistakes and crashes, it could have been a better race. But everything happened as it showed above. Congratulations to Mitch, Go-To Guy, and Joe Breezy, especially Mitch coming from P14, almost last place, all the way to get a podium in third place. Incredible debut for him, so hope that he can still demand as much as he can give.
Likewise, couldn't say it any better. Congratulations to the top three. Who's your driver of the day, guys?
That's a really tough one. I mean, any of the top three, I think you could easily give it to.
I want to give it to Mitch. I mean, coming from P14.
Yeah, and well deserved as well.
Yeah, reverse strategy. I would probably do the same, even though Go-To Guy. You could split hairs. We should make a poll on Twitter to see how everyone does it. Speaking of which, Twitter, you can follow us at eTrinity Competitive Racing, and we had Instagram's the same name, and obviously you're on the YouTube channel. So to all of Mitch's fans, if you want to go ahead and like and subscribe, that would be nice. Next week we are in Monza, which is always a very fun race. It's actually going to be my birthday, so go me. XP will be back. Unfortunately, he had to chaperone his daughter's dance, so hopefully all is well for him. But for Dre, for Lopez, for Fatal, the consortium of Golden Class announcers for Platinum Class, we will see you next week.
All right, guys, take care.